Life was fucking fantastic. March was the busiest month in terms of sales. So for the whole year, we were looking forward to March. We were like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna make a bunch of money and maybe buy myself a rollie.
Let's get right to the latest headlines on coronavirus because there are a lot.
Disruption to daily life happening on a global scale.
Restaurants, bars, and cafes will be limited,
shutting down most businesses.
The government forced a shutdown. Fucking them giving Ruth's Chris $20 million in small business loan while we couldn't get any. We had to lay off every single one of our staff, many of whom are living paycheck to paycheck. I owe my entire career to these guys. I wasn't gonna let this virus take down their lives without a fight. The thought of doing charity just never, ever popped into our heads. We did not invent donating food. We did not invent donating food to hospitals. We posted on our social media channel, and next thing you know, we got $10,000 in donations within like the first 4 days.
This whole thing is like, it's so surreal. There's just love being shown from everywhere. Tyler from Wisconsin, Venmo $100.
We were able to hire back some of our staff.
By donating money, the healthcare workers receive food, and our staff wins by still having a job, still having a paycheck.
We didn't know this was going to happen. And here we are providing 400 meals for hospital workers every day.
In the beginning was, okay, we have more donations than we need. There was a decision to be made. Do we keep this money and make sure our asses are covered for the next 6 months? Or do we spread the wealth so that more healthcare workers can get food?
What was the rationale for us to bring in Whole Foods and Raku? Simple, they're our friends. They would do the same thing for us.
It's getting a little bit tight.
I think the math probably comes down to like 2-3 more weeks.
Hello, Ms. Walker, we're in front of the building. Okay.
The scariest part of this is we don't know when this is gonna end.
$500, $600, $700 people are dying every day in New York City alone. But Andy and I were just on Bon Appetit, front page. This was among our first days of operating. It's cool to see yourself, that your efforts being recognized. We were on Taiwan's national television just this morning. During the normal operating times, I am sitting on my ass every day thinking about how we can get Bon Appetit's attention, how we can get onto Taiwan's national television. This is a time of suffering. And it's almost like I can't enjoy this attention, which I crave dearly, but I find a lot of solace in knowing that I am able to take care of the people inside my circle.
I like being out here. You know, I feel like I'm putting myself to good use. 40 meat and 10 veggies.
Thank you, really.
You're welcome. Thank you guys.
This is amazing. Thank you guys so much.
How's everything going?
It's so crazy. There's a lot of conversations everywhere. Thanks so much for doing this.
No problem.
Take care, guys.
Thanks so much, man.
Let's at least make this a moment that when we look back, we can say, wow, we went through hell. But look at all the lessons we learned and look at how much better we made this place.
In an Eastern world, which is largely my background, you wouldn't really think about donating foods to the hospitals. Even if you thought about that, you wouldn't bring it over yourself because it brings unnecessary risk. We were taking all the precautions, and we're still taking precautions, but in the beginning it was like, damn, like, we're going to hospitals. Like, this is like where the shit's going down. This is the epicenter of the epicenter.
那你们有戴 goggles 吗？
没有。 戴 goggles 就很感觉很多余。
可是你要保护好你自己，你才能够保护别人啊。
我戴口罩啊，然后我们也没有说跟他们有多少接触，就箱子放在他车上。So many times my parents had suggested me that, can't you find a courier? Can't you find somebody to bring it to the hospitals for you? Why do you have to do it yourself?
对啊。但是医院那么多感染的人，因为最近医院的人，他们就忙到不行啊！你也看到新闻了嘛？一天工作12到12个小时，也没时间吃饭。爸爸妈妈会非常非常担心你。
I think it's very Western for us to neglect our elders' advice, to throw it out the window, to just completely ignore it. The way I was brought up, you kowtow to your parents, which is something you should do. You respected your elders, and we still respect them, but we respectfully decline their suggestion. I think both Andy and I want to see it through, because it's 有头有尾. We want to see the faces of these healthcare workers.
First card.
First card. And so that's kind of what keeps me going. That's what helps me defy my own parents. Because I know that if they were in my shoes, they would do exactly the same. The fear of catching it was nowhere near as great as my need to fulfill the promise we made to our staff. You know, when you get on the plane and then the little video tells you if shit goes down, you need to put on the oxygen mask on yourself first before you put it on the kid. That's kind of how I would put it. You should always take care of yourself first before you take care of others, but how many oxygen masks do you want to help put on? Right? I don't know.